entrepreneurs are encountering numerous challenges.
Probably be on social media.
Keeping up to date with clients, what they want, all the different things, so maybe just keeping up to date with trends and that kind of stuff.
The biggest challenge to get a rack of stuff as a chef or as front of house, to get a quality stuff is really hard to make money. Biggest challenge is keeping the customers happy.
I'd have to say just knowing where to take my business next.
I was just going to say that finding that differential between being a couple, having that family time, and also working on a successful business.
We do wholesale, we do retail, we have to shop. So there's lots to juggle and to kind of, get that right balance, as Paul said.
At the moment, we only opened on Christmas Eve, so the challenges have been trying to get the business up and running. This morning I've been a bit sweaty, I've been lugging around furniture. Juggling and things happening at the moment.
I guess getting enough employees to keep up with the demand, which is great. So, and just, I don't know, keeping it consistent.
With the ease of online platforms, many small business owners have transformed their operation into online businesses. With just a few clicks, consumer no longer needs to travel to obtain products, and physical stores are no longer necessary. With the rise of online shopping platforms, more than 2,800 stores are closing across the United States. Even more, our community is losing its vibrancy and connections. But what does the community want? They prefer online shopping or in-store?
It's online because I don't know, I feel like you get like a wider range of selections. So stuff might be sold out in the store and like online it's always
in-store shopping because I get to try the clothes on and see how it fits me. Rather than online shopping, I find that you have to wait and I don't know, getting the clothes and if it doesn't fit, you have to return it. So it's just a whole process compared to just going in store.
Yeah, so for in-person shopping, like in-store, I just like it for the experience. However, shopping online is just so convenient. Like wherever I'm at, even if I'm on the train, I'm just scrolling. So I just love that as well. But yeah, I feel like it's the mix in between.
Online shopping, I feel like I would never buy anything but just put it in my cart. But for in store, I like to feel it. So yeah, I like in store.
Online shopping.
It's just easier.
Search for whatever you want.
Yeah.
In-store because it's an experience.
I think online because I find that in store I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of choices there are.
Now imagine all of these preferences being satisfied through Cloud9. Cloud9 is a future retail concept that promotes small business owners and offers an experiential shopping experience. In a touchless world, Cloud9 redefines retail by offering a high-touch experience.
You could just hit the Acrobat icon on the button. Okay.
So, now that we've watched the videos, I'll be diving deep into the missions of Cloud9. So Cloud9's mission is to empower small business owners, but it's also to satisfy the needs and the wants from the consumers. By doing that, it will be bringing vibrancy to the communities and through by forming a new form of shopping experience and blending diverse cultures, and of course, digital elements and engaging activities by incorporating these products in it. And as you walk through to the Cloud9, you would have an unforgettable connections and a bonding moment with your families and your loved ones. So the primary user is my small business owners, where it's mainly at the age of 44 years old that combines a millennials and Generation X. And the other hand is also the consumer, which is also millennials currently that has a higher standings when it comes to shopping. But in the future, it's predicted that the Generation Z would also put a lot of percentage of shopping. For this chart, I really want to clarify the needs of what small business owner needs, such as attract consumers, and what Cloud9 can provide is experience that will increase consumers. And so on will be increased brand awareness, and Cloud9 will provide opportunity to allow consumers to learn about the brands. Last is to improve the time management for the small business owners, and Cloud9 will provide this moment of ease when allowing their products to be in their space. Next, we have the consumers, and we want to focus on what they want. Is to have the conveniency, have an experience, but also to feel the products but not being overwhelmed, which is being shown through all the interviews and research. And these are my secondary and tertiary users. Some of my design concern is one, pollution prevention, because when it comes to a retail space and that provides multiple activity, you don't want to overstack up the trash and wants to have a sustainable action. And then the securities, wayfinding throughout the space, sound and acoustic, and also ease of maintenance when selecting materials. And through all my research, I have designated Cloud9 to Long Island City. Long Island City is a rising residential area. However, it's losing, it doesn't have a vibrancy of community through the lack of activities, and having Cloud9 there, it would add a signature move to the Long Island City, and even more, it could also increase the residential population at that area. And this is the site that I picked is the 5-25 46th Avenue. It's right over here. On the north side of this site has a city bike, and then it also has public transportation such as the E7 and G train, and it also has a bus Q103. And down the block over here is a UPS store that promotes easy access of deliveries. And around here you can see there's also apartments around it. And over here that is not highlighted is because it's mainly for warehouse, restaurants, and then companies. And then over here there's this Gantry State Park around it. And then if you were to walk through here, you could be guided towards to the Cloud9. The site itself, and over here is the waterfront. And the gross area for this site is 46,000. And this is currently the existing conditions where it has two entrances towards the buildings, but this is where the parking area is that's being used right now. This is the ramp, and they have multiple loading docks because it is a warehouse that was used before. And then they have this 8-inch space to walk towards to the waterfront and actually have to see the view. This is the elevation. It has 23 feet high, multiple, as you can see there's multiple loading docks, and then the windows are pretty high. These are the program spaces that I'll be mainly focusing on. MyCloud, that allows you to personalize the experience. Multi-sensory experience, which is the retail, that mainly promotes apparels, accessories, and home good products. And then next we have the Story Pub, which is a performance kitchen. Next we have the Floating Cloud, which is the stage, and Fly High is an interactive gaming game pods, and also an interactive AI screening mirrors. And then next we have the Cumulus, which is the rooftop spot. This is my stacking diagram. On the first floor, there is a stage and then performance, gaming, and dining, which consists of most of my majority of my activities. On the mezzanine, I added a mezzanine through the height of the space, which is the lockers that allows consumers to access to before they go to the spa, and then also beauty and cosmetic when they skim out through the lockers. And on top is where the roof bar is, where it has spas. And then there's also a drink bar, but it could also be accommodated to the winter time. We could get a hot drinks and stuff. This is the physical model that I have over here. It has, due to the minor changes of my floor plan, it's not like this anymore, but gotta be updated. So this is the floor plan. So this is the entrance where you enter here at a vestibule, and then you will walk through this personalization area where it has multiple kiosks that allows you to customize products, customize the experience by answering the surveys, and then you'll be able to be introduced to different products and how which brand suits you, and everything will be customized for you. And behind this tunnel, there will be workshop that is being held from small business owners where you could actually interact with them and actually make your own products, and actually learn about the brands. And then once you pass through here, you will enter into the retail area that is mainly used for apparel, accessory, and home goods. The home goods gonna be in here. And then the space doesn't have a fitting room because we are gonna invest on a screen mirror, a fitting mirror that allows you to touch on it, and then you're able to try on the clothes by seeing yourself in a digital aspect and actually putting on the clothes on. And then once you exit from this retail space, there will be an open kitchen that allows you to see how food is being prepped by other small business owners. And then this is the dining area and the stage. We have a cafe and then the game area. And before you enter to this whole pods and games area, there will be a path towards to the digital products. And over here, over here this is a kitchen storage. It's additional kitchen space for the performance kitchen. Over here, I left a lot of majority space here is because we want to bring conveniency to the consumers. So they have the option to whether they decide to pick up the stuff here, or they could like be delivered to home. So over here you could get the visitors can like pick up their stuff, and then or they could just request to have that delivered to home. And there's no where you have like cashiers and stuff is because it's mostly utilized through your phones. Next we have the mezzanine where you have this is where the beauty cosmetic area. And then this is where the lockers are, and I have two means of egress. This is the floor plans. For the floor plans, I really want to create a form of island where you feel like you're on a trip and you just don't feel like you're at work anymore and just want to feel like a zone out while you're viewing the city views. And then over here, there's the drink stalls. This is the rinse area. So my material concept is heads in the clouds. So as we could I'm pretty sure everyone heard of this sarcastic voice saying like, oh, get your head out the clouds, pay attention. But in this area, we want you to put your head in the cloud, zone out, and have a peace of mind. And for the lighting, the theme is every cloud has a silver lining and brighter days are coming. So using light to enhance the hopefulness throughout the days and, encourage you, for a better week that's starting. And this is my personalization area where you walk through the kiosk, and this is using Sensitile's Jolly, where it's like customized glass tile, where it's you light up the background and it shines throughout these, as you can see. And then the kiosk where you walk through and then you can like touch screen and then answer the surveys and everything. And next, this is behind the kiosk and everything, where I'm using the Molo cloud pendants, and then they actually learn about the products, use the products, and then actually see what's being displayed and what previous visitor have created. And I also added a mirror behind this to make the space more widened up and to also reflect to the material itself. This is my retail area, so I want to enhance this cloud feel in this space. So all the walls is being made from a plaster that is carved into a cloud feel, and then all the columns, it's being wrapped up with this like a mirror texture around the columns, and then you can see how stuff is being displayed, but you wouldn't be overwhelmed with the product itself because we want to bring how unique a product is to the space, not just throw a bunch of stuff onto the space. And then behind this, there's this installation where furniture is being floated, and it's through the use of magnetic levitations. And then behind it is where the shoe area is. And this is just an extra, another view of the retail where clothes are being hanged, but then the ladies could try on the clothes, but without actually putting on the clothes, because you never know what's on this clothing. You never know how dirty it could be, but you know. And now it's just extra ways of showcasing this stuff, like a big watch. You know, just make this more fun and interactive when people are going through the space.
What is that material?
Which one?
The white.
This one?
Cloud.
It's the plaster that was like wrapped around the wall, and then you carved it out.
So it's a resin.
And then for the flooring, it's this glaze that is being patterned up to clouds, so you could actually like feel how glossy it is. And this is the performance kitchen where you see the gradient of like slowly like get a little bit airy and stuff. It's this way. So you can see how like it slowly like gets cleared up. So it's being used on the top and bottom. And then there's a skylight right up above here, so it shines through. So it adds another layer of lighting, not just using the fixtures and stuff like that. This is my stage. It's also floating because of magnetic limitations, where I also added this atmosphera ceiling panels, because I didn't want like to have a good volume of what each layer is. So when when the performance is like performing, you could actually feel how like, oh, he's feeling in the clouds while the landscape is on the floorings. And then you know, people could actually like join in and dance and like just vibe with them.
Sorry, what was the ceiling again?
It's the ceiling panels over here. It's atmosphera.
Okay,
It's up here, and then the light shines through, so it gives it like a little heavenly look of it. Yeah. And this is just a further distant view of the stage in the cloud, where you could actually see how like it's all open windows, where you could actually see the city views while you enjoy this cloud-lit stage. And many of the dining tables are like glass to make it more transparency and flowy. And this is my digital product showcase area, where it's also floating because of the magnetic deviations. However, this is not glass. It's where light comes in and actually wraps around this display area where it showcases the stuff. But you know, just to prevent people to actually touch it, this is where you view it. And the pod is where it actually like gets to like, experience it, play with it, and like enjoy it with your friends and families before purchasing it. And so this is the pod. And for mostly of the pod, I kept it with all like white palette to make it to like a really flowy cloud-like when you enter into the pod. And I continually use the silver reflective mirror around the pod that's being wrapped around the pod. And this is the screen mirroring, where you could actually like, it actually reacts through the motion, so whenever you walk, it follows you. And so I had like a ball pit around it, so when you could actually throw it around to the screen, but then also like, move around, which is like a really fun, engaging way. And you wouldn't really get hurt with it because it's a really like light material. And then this is my spa, the rooftop spa, where you could see like it's elevated to different stairs, where you could actually like feel like, oh, I'm on an island, and I actually gaze over through the clouds. And I'm using the Walters lounge the lounge seatings. And then over here is just another extra views of how they actually just sunbathe and enjoy their times while overlooking the clouds. Thank you.
Linda, would it be okay if Eric went first?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Great work. You know, I love the dream of your program and the aspiration of this, and I really think that you have made a successful project that has a lot of really strong points about it. And again, I have the perspective of having seen you as you develop stuff, so knowing certain changes you made, like taking your mezzanine and making sure it had 2 means of egress without compromising the cool floating